Hi guys, I just want to do a quick review of a pair of outdoors bushcrafting sort of shooting trousers which I've just recently bought. So I've been in the market for not so much walking trousers, more sort of bushcrafting, outdoorsy, more robust trousers than the normal walking trousers, and these are sort of the trousers that I'll wear when I'm out and about in the woods and sort of walking the dog and sort of hanging out with the guys doing wild camping. Less so than sort of mountain walking. Anyway, I've researched different types of trousers that are available in the market, and you know the budget goes from somewhere around sort of £30 for the lower end of the market, right up to well over £200, which is way out of my budget at the moment. So I watch a lot of YouTube referrals and reviews on products, and one of them that I found was a company called Percussion. Now, Percussion are a French shooting company, outdoors company, and I paid, I looked at a couple of their items or their products and discovered these in a local store. I'll talk to you about in a minute. Now, the pants that I've got they're called Percussion Predator R2, and I'll just read it off the ticket here, and I'll put some photographs of the descriptions. But they've got, it's 100% polyester, resistant ripstop, 900D fabric. So this stuff is really tough. I mean, you know, it really is. The nice thing about these trousers are they're not too shiny. Some of the stuff I've got is a little bit shiny, so but this isn't too bad. They've got 7 pockets, one of which is 7 pockets including a knife pocket. So there's a knife pocket at the back here, which goes there, and pockets here on the front, big enough to take an iPhone 6 Plus. There's another internal pocket in there for all sort of change and whatnot. And on the front here, there's full zip pockets with like a storm seal here, so that'll hopefully keep the water out. Now, and the same on the other side. Here you go. There you go. Nice feel to the pockets and well made. The seams on here, I'll talk to you about the material in a minute. The waist is elasticated, so if you don't want to put a belt on, you don't need to. One thing to note about Percussion, I'm a 34 and they only do 33s or 35s, so I've opted for the 33. The thing to note, just be aware that they do 33s and 35s, and they're sort of slightly different to ours. They must be French sizes. The thing that's good about this, the back, if you see the back, high waist on it. So in the winter months that'll keep you dry up to here. There's 5 belt loops here, good sizable belt loops. There's a thicker one in the middle, you can see. And so like I said, it's elasticated, so you don't really need to wear a belt if you don't, but you know, it looks better, or it feels better. The bottom of the trousers are tapered. I'll just pull you down here. To unfold, put those over your boot if you want. Wearing approach for this video, wearing approach shoes. Fit with these definitely. They're quite nice, they're tapered as well. The actual cut of them is quite slimming. So if that's your thing, I know some of the outdoors sort of shooting trousers I've looked at can be quite big on the leg. So I suppose that might be just in case you want to wear long johns underneath. But these are, it's summer now, they're plenty warm but not too hot. I'm going to do an outdoor test with them and go walking the dog in the woods, and I'll let you know how I get on with those. But first impressions, really pleased with these for the price. Now the price, these came in at £49. Now if you live in the North Wales area and you like bushcrafting gear, and it's, you know, good, reasonable, mid-range stuff, you've got started up last August, I believe. Go and check them out. I'll put the link in. They're called Cherry Tree Clothing. Nice couple of people, lots of good stuff. Like I say, and they do sort of entry level and mid-range, and they're based on the Riffin Industrial Park. I'll put the link to them. They do all types of country clothing, boots, socks, shirts, coats, trousers, and they had a couple of lines that I was interested in. One was these percussion ones, I've seen on the website, and also game. And when I tried them on, these are the ones which fitted my requirements more. The game were a nice pair of trousers, priced about the same, but I think for mine these weren't quite as, the material was a different type of material. Perhaps wear them in and amongst sort of the brambles and gauze and that type of thing. So check them out, I'll put the link in my video. Just one thing I want to just mention is, so the material where this is kind of double layered in places, so they've got double layers here, really deep stitching on the pocket. And here on the knees as well. So usual things where the stress points are on a pair of trousers if you're outdoors. And again here on the backs there's like double layered material here, so where the boots, well, so we get the most use. And stresses when you're walking, and get the actual wear and tear on the product. So really pleased with them. I like them. Nice colour, and we'll see how we get on with them. But certainly first impressions, really pleased with them, and I will be wearing these. I'm wearing the death out of them, but they're great. Just priced right, 50 quid, and I'm not being disappointed. They're tough as old boots. So I'll be taking these out on my outings, and I'll report back. But okay, just a video on the products. I said I'd be sharing them. I'll put the links to the store and to the labels of products, so you can see the types of materials that's used. And now before, I did a water test at the horse's trough up there, the hose pipe, and I, full on drenched both legs. It didn't seep through. You'll see from the video, hopefully the angle was right, but the water was, cascading right off and beading off the trousers. So I think under normal circumstances, if you were, beating, or you're going through cover, or you were going through the woods, kneeling down, bushcraft, that type of thing, you wouldn't get damp in these. They are very robust, and the water that was on the top, that showed it on the top, very quickly dried off anyway, but there's certainly none on my leg, and it didn't come through. So I'm really impressed with the waterproofness, or the water resistance of them. They are definitely waterproof, these. So just great feature. Pockets feel good, they just feel nice, they're built well, and again for that price point at £49, just a great price. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.